Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we saw US market remaining range bound. It moved up during the day, but came off towards the end of the day and ended more of on a flat line. Uh, but the uh, but the futures this time, whatever the level which it is coming right now in S&P 500, the stock index has taken support in last 3 months, three times, and now again has come over there. So may find some support here. Futures are comparatively positive today, mainly on account of Metas, which is declared result post market hour, and that is up by around 18%. Metas is a parent company of Fast Food. So that is showing a positive trend, and because of that, even the Asian markets are also positive across the board by around 0.5%. Even commodity also are showing some positive signs, though oil is down by around $2 from 106 to 104. But aluminum is up by around zero point 0.5, copper is up by around zero point 0.5, ore is up by around 2%, steel is up. Steel is the only which is down by around 0.1%. Even the refining margin in Singapore is further up by around 3% in today's trade. So that can have a positive impact on various stocks, including Reliance. Even Chennai Petro came up with the results, and that is also we had seen a good rally in Chennai Petro on account of increasing refining margin in the recent past. So post this result and with further increase in refining margin today can have a positive impact on Chennai Petro. Now I'll ask the technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is
Your
Swati.
voice is very low.
Am I audible now?
Your voice is very.
Thank you, all of you, for confirmation. Today, the market is likely to open on a flattish note, and we might see some range-bound trading session during the day. Yesterday, we have seen that the market was just struggling at around 17,000 psychological mark and somehow maintain a closing above the same level, which gives some sort of a relief sign. Now, today onwards, we need to keep an eye whether the Nifty breaks at 17,120 levels or not, which is the resistance provided by 50 DMA. If it manages to break that level on the closing basis, then this rally is likely to be extended towards 17,200 to 17,270 levels on the high side. Whereas on the downside, the first immediate support is placed at 16,970 levels. If it's break that level, then selling pressure is likely to be intensified, which might take a Nifty towards 16,800 to 16,770 levels on the downsides. Coming towards the Bank Nifty, we are seeing that yesterday Bank Nifty has done really well compared to the Nifty. As of now, it is in the consolidation phase, but somehow it's facing a strong resistance of 50 DMA, which comes to around 36,270 levels. If it surpasses that level, then this rally is likely to be extended towards 36,500 to 36,800 levels on the high side. On the flip side, 35,840, 35,600 are the crucial support levels for the Bank Nifty. Coming towards the Nifty Finance for today intraday purpose, 16,480 is the first resistance level. Above that level, 16,600 levels can be seen. Whereas on downside, 16,250 and 16,150 levels are the immediate support levels for the Bank Nifty. That's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. Good morning, everyone. So, as per derivatives data, we have witnessed in yesterday trading session that India Wix shooted up quite sharply. Again, India Wix came around 20.60 level, and against that, we are seeing that FIs are continuously into selling momentum. In yesterday trading session, also we witnessed a heavy selling from the FI front, and also from the index, which we witnessed yesterday. The sell-off was quite high. But current scenario, as I mentioned in previous trading sessions also, that India index is currently trading in the range of 17,200 to 16,800 level. Today being the expiry of the April series, we are expecting Nifty to remain in the range bound session only till the further breakout of 17,200 or 16,800 on the lower end. Currently, so as per in yesterday's trading session, one positive thing we have witnessed that in second half we have witnessed the buying was seen from all the large cap counters, mainly from the banking and metal counters. So that seems to be a positive scenario for the market, because we are seeing that major short covering session was witnessed from the OI front in major large cap stocks like Bajaj Auto, AB Capital, Apollo Tires, and Maximum stocks. So currently, as per that scenario, we expected the momentum to stretch positive in today's trading session. While in first half in today's trading session, once if Nifty manages to give or get stable above 17,150 level, then we might witness the buying to get continued and Nifty to give closing today above 17,200 level. So current scenario for as per the OI positions, we expect in today's trading session that market looks positive, should hold a long position with a support of 17,000 levels, while PCROI yesterday closed at 0.91 level. So currently we are expecting that once if PCR again goes above 0.98 to 1.01 is the range of PCR in today's session. Once if PCR goes above 1.01 in today's session, then we might expect the Nifty to get a strong momentum and strong support from the PCROI also, and we expect the momentum to get positive in today's market. So current scenario for today's market looks so positive. As per stock specific, we expect Bajaj Auto and AB Capital. These two counter have seen major OI positions getting added up in next month series. So currently, keep watch on these two counters. From these select two counters, we have recommended Bajaj Auto also for the buying positions. So we are expecting Bajaj Auto to see a good momentum in today's trading session. Thank you.
Good morning. HDFC Asset Management result was in line with expectation. Revenue and profits both declined by 5% quarter on quarter. AUM declined by 3.4% quarter on quarter, and out of all the 4 listed mutual fund companies, this company lost market share the most at 40 basis points on Q1Q basis, and this trend is there since last 7 quarters now. Market share for this quarter declined from 11.7% to 11.3%. And 2 years back, it was in the range of 14.5 to 15%. So as discussed yesterday, it's a tough time for incumbents in the mutual fund industry. One can ignore HDFC AMC. 5 Paisa Capital result has improved. It's a discount broker. Revenue grew by 10% quarter on quarter compared to 12% in case of Angel. For ICICI Securities, it was flattish. However, as companies in investment mode and lack scale currently, its margins are at just 15% compared to 40% for Angel. Also, ROE here remains low at just 5% as they raised funds last year. So one should ignore the stock. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Syngene came out with the results yesterday, and results were ahead of expectations. Sales grew by 15%, and this time we have seen that the margins have came at a little higher at 32% versus expectation of 31%. So we expect positive benefit on Syngene as well as some impact on rub-on effect on Biocon as well. Trend came out with results, and results were below expectations. Though the sales grew by 53%, the margins were a major disappointment, which came at 13% versus expectation of 16%. And the stock trading at around 105 times FY23 would not be helping the stock. So we expect a negative reaction in today's trade on trend. Supreme Petrochem has announced their results, and results have improved because the margins have gone up to 20.6% versus expectation of versus last quarter 17%. Hudson Agro came out with the results, and results were declining. This is the first company in the dairy segment which came out with the results, and probably this would keep the pace or the trend setting for the other dairy companies, where we are seeing that the milk prices are going up. So that is the raw material prices which are going up, and which can impact have an impact on their margins, like what we have seen in the Hudson Agro also. Hindustan Unilever, that is HUL, came out with the results. Results were marginally above expectations, mainly because of the volumes also. The street were expecting around 3% decline in volumes, where the company has posted flat volumes. Revenue also has come up little higher than the expectation, and so were the EBITDA. However, the company has said that because of the high raw material prices, they were not the margins were under pressure because despite the hike they have taken on the products, the raw material prices were increased steeply, and the management expect that this margin pressure is likely to continue in near term also, despite that they are doing all the cost inflation and productivity improvement measures. So we believe and also Indonesia has came out with the updated uh, news and said that even the CPO and RBD palm oil would be banned, which they have declared 2 years back, 2 days back. So we believe that because of these reasons, we don't expect that HUL would be positive in today's trade and expect negative reaction on HUL. This Indonesia news is also likely to have a rub-on negative impact on Godrej Consumer and Marico. We attended the Atul analyst meet yesterday. With the company actually has a yearly meet, and in the key takeaway from the meeting is that the future growth is likely to be driven by capex. In FY22 they have done around 600 crores of capex. However, for FY23 they're targeting 1700 crores capex, out of which 1200 would be revenue generating, and the rest for the environmental and other stuff. The revenue potential from this capex is around 2000 to 2500 crores. Also, the company, the major of the capex would be done to increase their caustic soda facilities. So overall, the outlook is positive, and we believe that the stock can rebound after the 2 days sharp decline. The stock is now trading at 34 times FY23 consensus earnings. Thank you.
Good morning. So Bajaj Auto announced its results. Results were above expectation. Revenue came at 7,975 crores as expectation of 7,829 crores. However, it grew by 12% on a sequential basis and 7% on a YOY basis. EBITDA margin, however, was higher at 17.1% versus expectation of 15%. It rose sequentially mainly due to a positive impact of price increase, deferral of material cost increase, improved dollar realization, and favorable sales mix. However, volumes for the quarter declined to 9,76,651 units as compared to 11 lakhs 70,000 units on a YOY basis. This was mainly due to the higher supply chain challenges that the company is facing, especially in the quarter, which impacted the sales of motorcycles and commercial vehicles. The stock is trading at a PE of 19.9 times FY23 EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, Persistent System came up with the numbers, and numbers were quite strong and ahead of expectations. The dollar revenue came in at $217.3 million versus expectation of 215, and last quarter $199 million, almost up by around 8%. So, which is one of the leading highest in the industry. Apart from that, the margin also had shown has also come ahead of expectation, driven by higher revenue. The EBITDA margin came in at 17.2% versus expectation of 16.7%, and last quarter at 16.8%. So, and the stock is trading somewhere around 37 times FY23 earning. So, stock is likely to have a positive reactions in today's trade. Then Indian Hotel came up with the numbers, and numbers were below expectations. Market was expecting that whatever the December quarter result was there, it will be more of a similar to that. But revenue came lower because of impact of Omicron in January month, wherein both occupancy and rate has come down in that particular month. But the performance in February and March was very strong, and April is also trending quite strong according to the management. And utilization of the hotels are running full at current point of time, and even the room rates are also higher than the pre-COVID level. So outlook will be positive for the Indian hotel. Then yesterday, TV18 announced that the Bodhi Tree System, which is a joint venture of Modach and Sankar, who is earlier with the Star Sports, will be investing around 13,500 crore in Viacom 18. So, and they will be part of the joint venture with TV18 in that company. Viacom is subsidiary of TV18. So, and the current market cap of TV18 is around 12,000 crore, whereas for the part holding of Viacom 18, they are getting infusion of around 30,500 crore. So this will act quite positive for TV18 in today's trade. We had seen that the stock had seen some run up in recent past in expectation of these deals. Now result for Monday, that is 2nd February. Alembic Pharma is likely to report number. Here numbers are likely to show declining trend. Revenue is likely to come off again by around 2% quarter on quarter and year on year both. And margin is also likely to come off quarter on quarter by around 100 pips. Then Britannia is likely to report numbers are likely to be okay. The revenue growth is expected at around 10% year on year, and margin is though year on year it will be declined by around 90 pips, but quarter on quarter it will remain flattish. Then CG Power is likely to report number, and numbers are likely to be okay. Though the revenue will continue to show good growth of around 54% year on year and 4% quarter on quarter, but margins are likely to come down from last quarter of around 13.4% to 12.1%. Devyani International is likely to report numbers, and numbers are likely to be okay. December quarter, that is the last quarter, is seasonally very strong quarter, and from there March quarter is a bit soft, and which has been seen in this quarter also, that the margins are likely to come up by around 0.5% and revenue will be down by around 5.3%. So result will be okay. Then the Dwarikesh Sugar is likely to report number, and this is the first sugar company which will be reporting numbers in this quarter and will be keenly watched. Numbers are expected to show positive trend in this quarter, driven by higher sugar sale, and also the ethanol supply is also higher at higher prices. So quite possible year on year company can show positive results. Only thing is that last year sugar companies has got subsidy for export, which will not be there in this quarter. So how much impact that will have need to be watched. Then HDFC is likely to report numbers are likely to be okay. Though PPP is likely to improve sharply from around 34,000 to almost 42,000, but higher provision is likely to have an impact on the PAT, and PAT is likely to increase by around 5% year on year. Then Mahindra & Mahindra Finance is likely to report numbers are likely to show some improvement because of reduction in the provisioning in this particular quarter. Generally, in this quarter, the provisioning in the last year was quite high, and which is coming off very sharply in this quarter, which is showing a positive trend in this quarter. Otherwise, the growth in NII and PPP are quite low at around 4-5%. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.